Call Monday, September 19th, 2016 meeting to order. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Putoff.
Here.
Ferrari. Here. Waldorf. Here. Precocious. Here. Radke. Here. Sapienza. Here. Payton. Here. Mayor Harrell.
Here. Pledge of allegiance. Okay, we would like to present Aaron Quirsagrosa, age 25, is an IVCC graduate, Western Illinois University graduate with a bachelor's in law, enforcement and criminal justice, lifelong resident of Illinois Valley, grew up in Oglesby, and he's been with the Princeton Police Department for 1.5 years, and we're lucky to have you in Peru. Thank you very much, and we'll do the oath of office.
Okay, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Aaron Quirsagrosa, having been appointed to the office of police officer in the city of Peru, County of LaSalle, State of Illinois, aforesaid, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois and all city ordinance, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of police officer to the best of my ability, so help me God.
I was telling Aaron a couple minutes ago, I was on the phone with the city manager from Princeton, and that was one of the things that Rachel brought up to me. She said, you're still one of our good officers. I said, well, I didn't know that. You can blame our chief for that one, but welcome aboard, Aaron. Okay, we had the resignation of a first ward alderman a few weeks back, so we put it in the paper for anyone that's interested in running for, or in being an alderman in the interim from now until the April 4th election. And these are rules that we need to follow by the state of Illinois statute. And we had 4 candidates come in. I told all the candidates when I had interviews with them that this is a very unenviable position that I'm in, to choose someone out of 4. We had 4 very good candidates. I would much rather have the voters do it, and the voters will do it April 4th. For the unexpired term, which will be another 2 years. So we'll have a 4-year term for first ward alderman as well as a 2-year term for first ward alderman. Petitions will be out, and there'll be an election April 4th. But I did have to make a decision, and then I'll be asking the council to, actually I need to do that right now. I need a motion to appoint Jeff Ballard as first ward alderman from now until the April 4th election.
So moved, Your Honor. Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion from Alderman Putoff. I have a second from Alderman Waldorf for this appointment. We'll have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff. Aye. Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Aye. Precocious.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Payton.
Aye.
Motion approved. So with that, Mr. Jeff Ballard, could you come up and we'll take the oath of the office for the first ward alderman?
Okay, Jeff. I, Jeff Ballard, having been appointed to the office of alderman in the city of Peru, County of LaSalle, and State of Illinois, aforesaid, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of alderman to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Congratulations, Jeff. After you sign that, you'll be just to the right of Alderman Payton. And then do as you wish tonight. We have quite a few motions, seconds, and votes, and I know you haven't had a chance to see much of this, if any of it, so feel free to vote present if you wish, and we'll get you up to speed soon. And then when we had the 4 names that came in the interviews, I had everybody fill out a questionnaire, and a questionnaire for which committee they would like to serve on, either the Public Service Committee or the Finance Committee. And pretty much everybody was a 5 on Public Service and a 3 on Finance. And we do have the opening on Public Services, so I'll ask you to confer with Chairman Waldorf, and we'll see how Chairman Waldorf wants to break it up on what subcommittees of the Public Service Committee that you would be on. All right? Okay, Jeff, welcome aboard. Public comment. Do we have any public comment on agenda items?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, do we have a motion to receive the minutes and place on file?
So, second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second to receive the minutes, place on file. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Do we have a motion to receive the financial reports and place on file?
So moved, Your Honor. Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second to receive the financial reports, place on file. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Do I have a motion to receive the activity reports in place on file?
So moved.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second to receive the reports, place on file. Is there any discussion?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd just like to read something real quick here from, Dear Chief, I just wanted to say thank you to the 3 officers who responded so quickly to our call about our infant son. It was a relief to see them act quickly. We have a great respect for all your officers, as they have been the first to respond for both of our sons' emergencies. They have a tough job and probably don't get thanked enough. Thanks again, Ashley and Andy Lamps.
It's always nice to have somebody write in
That's why I like
with a
to
nice
read them.
letter, because sometimes they come in the opposite of that, so. Okay, with no further comment, do we have a motion? Let's see, we have the motion, we have a second. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Move on to committee reports, Finance, Safety Services, Chairman Putoff.
My colleague Alderman Radke will handle his disbursements tonight.
Yes, Your Honor. I have total disbursements to be paid on September 21, 2016. That total is $2,475,501.70. I move that this report be received, placed on file, and the bills paid in the usual manner.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second to receive the disbursements, place on file, and pay the bills in the usual manner. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Lukosius. Radke. Sapienza. Payton. Ballard.
Present.
Okay, for Alderman Ballard, the disbursements come out at the finance meeting on every other Wednesday, and the finance committee reviews it, they sign off on it, and then it comes out for review of everybody else on Friday, or any other time you want to see it, for that matter, but it comes out in the packet on Friday, so.
You'll get an email on Friday night.
And Dave Barley has the checks. Once we vote yes or no to pay the checks, then they go in the mail tomorrow, is the vote here.
Actually, the mayor and I will sign the checks tomorrow, and they go in the mail on Wednesday.
Okay, motion approved for the disbursements.
Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion increasing the airport liability insurance coverage with AIG through River Valley Insurance Agency for additional premium of $3,266. This is increasing our $20 million insurance liability to $40 million, which I believe is needed with all of the activities that are going on up at the airport.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second to approve increasing the airport liability insurance. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Present.
Motion approved.
Your Honor, I'd like to approve Village of North Utica mutual aid request for 4 police officers for the annual Burgoo Festival, which takes place on Sunday, October 9th, 2016. All costs to the reimbursed by North Utica for these officers. I'll make that a motion.
Have a motion and a second to approve the 4 police officers for the Burgoo Festival on October 9th. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote, clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Peyton.
Aye.
Ballard.
President.
Motion approved.
Okay, last thing on the agenda for finance, Your Honor, I move that we approve a $500 donation to Junior Achievement.
I will second that.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Have a roll call vote, clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Peyton.
Aye.
Ballard.
President.
Motion approved. Okay, before we move on to public service, is that everything from finance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Before we move on to public services, I apologize, Bob, I was going to call on you after we did the 2 swearing in. Bob has, from Economic Development, has an announcement to make.
Okay, thank you. Bob, just hit it. Bob, just hit it. Hit it once. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Jeff. Things electronic are not mine. It's all good. You can tell. Mayor and Alderman, we have another announcement to make of a new business coming to Peru in the former Kmart building. Some of you may know that in the northeast corner of that building, at one time, that was the utility area and a storage area. That has been carved out. It's not a part of Harbor Freight Tools. It's really it's not standalone, but it's walled off. And a new tenant has signed a lease in that building. The tenant is Excel Communications, which is the largest franchise operator of Cricket wireless stores. They're going to begin a build-out soon. In fact, I was up there today, and they've already started some work in there. The front door is in place if you're up that way and want to kind of get an idea of where the front door is going to be. It's going to face 251. There'll be a sign above it for Cricket Wireless. Have they said anything about a sign yet, Jeff? Not yet, okay. Cricket Wireless is a nationwide company that boasts nearly 3,500 stores. The entire company was sold in 2013 to become a subsidiary of AT&T for $1.2 billion. So this is a big company. It's another great addition to our group of nationally known franchises and retail stores in Peru in the retail communications industry. I have some things for the newspaper and the radio, but so it's good news. It's a good news day. Any thoughts or questions?
Well, now they're down to just 1 space left.
Yeah, there's about 24,000 square foot left in that space, and we actually have a meeting upcoming with Kin Properties in October in Chicago.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay, public services, Chairman Waldorf.
Yes, Your Honor. I have a motion here to approve a quote from EHC Industries for asbestos abatement at the Econo Lodge property in the amount of $18,000.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Your Honor, this is the asbestos-laden caulk around the windows that this motion will allow us to remove and push forward the tearing down of that building. Everybody knows that it's an eyesore and it's at the gateway of our community, and it's time that it's taken down. And although there's nothing on paper yet, we're in talks and it's going in the right direction. And I think this will be an excellent step forward for the city.
Any further discussion? Have a roll call vote, call roll.
Alderman Putoff. Aye. Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Makosha. Radke. Sapienza. Peyton. Ballard.
Motion approved.
Next, Your Honor, I have a motion to award the bid for the Public Works Site Development Phase 1 to the lowest responsible bidder.
I'll second that, Your Honor.
Okay, we have a motion, a second. Is there any discussion?
Your Honor, there were 3 bidders, and Leginsky Concrete was low at $44,042.36. This is below the engineer's estimate, which was $55,000, and this is for parking and sidewalk around the front of the building. So again, it's another step forward for the city on a beautiful public services building.
Okay, is there any further discussion? Have a roll call vote, clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff. Aye. Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Makosha.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Peyton. Ballard.
Motion approved.
I will second that.
We have a motion, a second, to approve the architectural service agreement for the mausoleum. Is there?
After the fact.
Okay, not to exceed $34,000. Is there any discussion?
Your Honor, this is the same type of agreement that we have entered into with Chamlin and Associates for different projects,
Right.
and a not-to-exceed number, which has worked well for us in the past.
And we did a request for proposal. I don't remember how many proposals came in, and they were interviewed, 7?
I think so.
And they were interviewed in, right, so there's a lot of work that's going to be done up there. Anyway, is there any further discussion? Have a roll call vote, clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Makosha.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Peyton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Motion approved.
Your Honor, that is all from Public Services.
Okay, report city attorney.
Thank you, Your Honor. All I have is an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of a professional services agreement for the establishment of the Peru Downtown Tax Increment Financing District by and between the City of Peru, LaSalle County, Illinois, and Jacob and Klein Limited and the Economic Development Group Limited. This was discussed. Yep, this was discussed 2 weeks ago at our last meeting. Herb Klein presented it.
I will make a motion, Your Honor, to accept the ordinance as written and read.
We have a motion, a second, to approve the ordinance as written and read. Is there any discussion? And what this is, I don't know if the press was in here, but this is for the next step in our downtown TIF for the city of Peru.
The mapping hasn't been established.
Okay, is there any further discussion? Have a roll call vote, clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Makosha.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Peyton. Ballard.
Present.
Motion approved. Any unfinished business? New business? Let's see. Do we have a motion to authorize the Vintage Tech LLC to hold the electronic recycling event? And Clerk Bartley, could you go into a little specific on that?
Yeah, coordinated with the city of LaSalle to have a joint event with both communities. It's going to be held at the Peru Regional Airport on October the 22nd. It'll have a 10 a.m. start time. There will be no scheduled end time. It'll be based on reaching the capacity, which is 40,000 pounds. The 40,000 pound number is a number we picked based on budget reasons and also previous events that we had held it's a reasonable number. There's some limits that will be set out. First of all, you'll have to show proof of residency for LaSalle, Peru. You'll have a maximum of a total of 8 items, and 3 of those items, a maximum, could be a television set. So I'm excited about the event, and I think it's going to be, we're going to get a lot of electronics dealt with, and there's a great demand for it.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
A motion and second to authorize Vintage Tech to hold an electronic recycling event October 22nd at the Illinois Valley Regional Airport. And this $7,500 apiece for Peru and LaSalle. So we'll be doing this together, which is great to have the two towns working together. Any discussion? Have a roll call vote, quick call the roll.
Alderman Putoff. Aye. Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Motion approved. Petitions, communications.
Yes, Your Honor, I have a couple of communications. First is from LaSalle Peru Township High School requesting permission to hold their annual homecoming parade on Thursday, September the 29th, and no parking signs posted around Veterans Park for their staging. I'm sorry, Rotary Park for their staging.
I'll make a motion, we grant permission, Your Honor.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to receive the communication from LP High School requesting permission to hold the annual homecoming parade on Thursday, September 29th at 4 p.m. Is there any discussion?
Are we gonna put our float in it, Your Honor, or?
I don't know. I'm going to be out of town, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't
Perhaps
know.
Alderman Ballard will take the lead on that.
Have we told Alderman Ballard?
Okay. Okay, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Do we have a motion to receive the communication from Diamond Brothers Insurance requesting permission to approve requested awning color?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Okay, to receive this communication and place on file. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Now, do we have a motion to approve a blue awning color as requested by Diamond Brothers Insurance? Okay, this one will need to be a roll call vote, so clerk call the roll.
Alderman Putoff. Aye. Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Motion approved. Okay, we have a motion to receive the communication from Walmart Gas requesting a re-subdivision of the existing lot. I don't know, okay, so do we have a motion?
I move that we receive that and refer to planning and zoning.
Okay, is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Let's see, a communication from the Right Spice requesting permission to close off Pike Street on September 25th from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. for their annual German Fest.
Your Honor, we have done this in the past, every year for their German Fest. Chief, is there any problem with that? Never been a problem. Okay, very good. I will make a motion that we grant permission.
Did they ask for, in that letter, did they ask for barricades?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Anything further for communications?
No further communications, Your Honor.
The parade, normally the city puts dump trucks in the parade. You know, Tony, you asked for 2 for the tennis team. We put 2 in for the football team. I also had requested 2 for, the volleyball team, with 6 dump trucks. I don't know what we've done in the past, but I don't, is that okay?
Last year, there was a lot of kids in a few trucks. They just jammed them in, and I don't know if it was all that safe. There were kids riding up on, almost on top of the lip of the cab, and if we have the trucks
We had a situation last year, and I was involved with it, and so now I think this year, each team had to get their own trucks, and that's why I think, I don't have a problem if we got 6 trucks.
Well, yeah, the tennis team has, the football team has, and then the volleyball team did, and I said I wasn't sure if I could get that many drivers to, because they're doing it all, you know.
Well, they used to call LaSalle and Oglesby. I don't know if we could have called LP and find out what.
I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay, one more communication, which is very near and dear to the city of Peru, the Wietzak family. Anthony Wietzak is the last survivor of 7 brothers who all served our country in either World War II or the Korean War. 7 brothers from the Illinois Valley all serving our country is a unique story that merits special recognition, and it does. That's amazing. I didn't even know that everybody could go from one family, but I guess the World War II and the Korean War was something a little different, and they all came back, which is amazing. So there's one last survivor, Tony Wietzak, who was an alderman for, I believe, 32 years. He served the city of Peru for 32 years as an alderman. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And with that, the General Assembly earlier this year did pass to designate Route 251 from Tonica to Mendota, known as the Wietzak Brothers Memorial Highway, and that's a great recognition for the Wietzak family. So on September 28th in Tonica, at the Tonica Fire Station, at September 28th at 10:30 a.m., there will be a dedication, and as many people as possible would be very nice to crank that off. And they will have a little social hour afterwards, and there'll be quite a few veterans there, I'm sure. And once again, that'll be Wednesday, September 28th, 10:30 at the Tonica Fire Station. That's where one of the signs will be advertising this as the Wietzak Brothers Memorial Highway from Tonica to Mendota. That's quite an honor, and very nice, very, very nice. Is there any other communications?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, public comment. Do you have any public comment? Anybody? Nobody? No public comment? Closed session, I don't know of one. Adjournment, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Meeting adjourned.